Hi there, tribe. This is Ajit, your host at Evercoach, and today I'm here to quickly answer a question that I get very often, especially these days, since we have talked about how you can create a better coaching practice and what are different kind of products you can offer. One of the products that we suggest that you add to your package that you can offer to your clients is called group coaching or group training programs, and a lot of coaches have asked me personally to kind of give a rough idea of how do you design a group coaching or training program. So I decided to do this quick video. I'm about to head out with friends for a couple of drinks. It's the end of the day for me. So what I've done is I've just quickly, in a summary, want to explain how you can create very easily a nice group training coaching program. I'm putting together training and coaching because the format is same. Of course, what is the content that is inside the format would be tweaked based on if it's more aligned towards coaching or it's more aligned towards training. So anyways, so here are the three elements that you need to create a great group training or coaching program. First is content. Content is basically what is it that your clients need as a solution when they're signing up with you, and what is the process, what's the steps, what's the training, what's the conversation that you need to have as a community if in case of coaching, and if it is a training kind of system, then as trainings, what's that system, that profile, that process that leads them to the outcome that they want. That's the first and the most important element, which is content. What is it that you're really giving? What are the tools that you're offering? What is the training that you're offering? What is the program that you're offering? What are the videos, audios, workbooks that you're offering? What are the exercises that you're taking them through? That's the first element, and it's probably the most important element. But here are two other elements that are extremely critical to create a great group training or coaching program. The second element is community. So a lot of times coaches ignore and they think it's only about getting the results by themselves, but know that everybody wants to contribute and everybody kind of feels connected and stay if they feel that they are a part of a tribe and they're not just interacting with you. So creating a community in most of the cases, in most of the trainings, unless you're doing a very sensitive topic, is a great idea. Communities can be built very simply using channels like Facebook, Google Plus, or any other community software. What you're trying to do is just giving people a platform to be able to interact with other people who are at the same place or may look for same kind of results that you are looking for. And when you provide that space, what also happens is because people start to help each other, it takes away the burden a lot of times from you to not always be on the ball. Sometimes you could just have somebody else take care within the community of each other. Sometimes it's just about being able to show support to your clients, and that can happen with the help of the community. So that's the second very big element, very important element, is to build a community along while giving content, so people can also work together. Let's say you give an exercise, now they can come together and actually do the exercise because they also have a really strong community. The third element that really makes a great group training or coaching program is communication. A lot of times what happens is somebody who signs up for a group training usually kind of forgets after some time, because this is go on and on, right? You want to make sure that your group training programs are at least 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or forever. They're like a subscription program almost, right? And if that's the scenario, if they're not reminded of the results that they should be achieving at that stage, if they're not reminded of how they're benefiting from that program, sometimes they tend to forget. So communication with your client is also extremely important. So three elements: content, communication, and community. These are three things that if you have in a training program, you should hopefully have a great result with your clients in a group setting, and should be able to monetize much better because you are putting the same amount of time, but now you're interacting with a lot more people. Okay, so just imagine a group training program may look something like this. Let's say if you were a business coach or business consultant or a business coach, let's just take it business coach as an example. You may want to do a 6-month program that allows people to go from nothing to starting their business. For example, month 1, maybe you just giving tools and trainings around how to start your business, and then it could be a community where people get to interact with each other. There might be repeated communication about making sure that they do their exercises. Month 2 can be something, month 3 something, 4 something, and that's how you can build your community group training program. It could also be very generic about how to live a better life, for example, or productivity, or losing weight. It could be a great product for actually fitness coaches, because here you can actually interact with a group of people who may not be able to afford you personally, but they definitely can afford you in a group setting, because you can enroll hundreds of clients in one go and then charge them much less fee, also giving space for once these clients actually have that benefit from you and have experienced your coaching in a group setting, sometimes might want to actually become personal clients of yours. So anyways, just wanted to quickly share with you this simple structure that you can take and implement in your product and create a group training or a group coaching program really fast, effectively, and add it to your portfolio, which your clients would be really grateful to see. All right, I hope you have a fantastic day.